Are you planning a trip to Europe and wondering what the best travel plan might be? Are you looking to visit as many cities as possible without sacrificing the quality of your experience? With our European itineraries, we got you covered. Welcome back to Town Travel Tips. In today's video, we will tour Europe for 1 week, starting from London and arriving in Brussels. We will travel almost 600 miles and 3 countries, moving around using high-speed trains. Trains in Europe are comfortable and fast, resulting in a great alternative to planes and cutting travel time from airports to the city center. Remember to subscribe to the channel and like the video if you haven't already. Every like is essential to us, and a great sign of appreciation for all the work we put into every video. If you have already subscribed, you are so special. Without further ado, let's dive into our European dream. Day 1 and 2, London. Our journey starts from London, England. London is Europe's most visited city, with 27 million tourists annually. It's no wonder that London is at the top of many people's travel bucket lists. The city was built by the Romans and has prospered for centuries. Even if the vibe changed a bit after Brexit and the pandemic, it is still a great city to explore, and 2 days won't be enough to visit it all. There are several landmarks that you have to see, so start your days early and tour all around, making sure to go to Big Ben and Westminster. Westminster is London's political center, home to the House of Parliament and the world-famous Big Ben clock. The bell housed in the clock tower is known as Big Ben, and it still rings every hour. Westminster Abbey is also located here, and is available to the public on most days. While touring these attractions, take a break in Parliament Square, which has monuments of notable political figures like Nelson Mandela and Winston Churchill. Piccadilly Circus. Piccadilly Circus, a plaza packed with dazzling lights and large electronic screens, is easily identifiable. Piccadilly Circus has been a popular London destination since it was a commercial center in the 17th century. The statue of Eros in the center of the circus is a popular gathering place and tourist destination. Still, weirdly enough, people come to this square to watch the gigantic advertisements. Buckingham Palace. A visit to London isn't complete unless you go through Green Park and catch a view of Buckingham Palace. The British royal family has lived at the palace since 1837. It has 775 rooms and London's most prominent private garden. Some courts are available to guests, allowing them to get a taste of the royal lifestyle. Day 3 and 4, Paris. Take the Eurostar train from London to Paris. The French capital will be your home for the next 48 hours. Millions of tourists visit Paris annually for various reasons, including the romantic streets, majestic buildings, and of course, the iconic Eiffel Tower. But there's a lot more. The French cuisine, the relaxed lifestyle, the Seine River, and the museums. And we could go on and on. Which spots can you not miss during this leg of the trip? Louvre Museum. The Louvre Museum is the day's first stop. The Louvre is the world's largest museum, housing hundreds of thousands of works of art, including Michelangelo, Bernini, and Canova sculptures, as well as works by Da Vinci and Delacroix. Tickets should be purchased well in advance, because affluence is high all year. It takes at least 4 hours to visit it, but every second is worth it. Montmartre. Montmartre is an old Paris neighborhood located on a small hill in the city's northern outskirts, and home to the Sacré-Cœur Church. This well-known Parisian district has retained some of the rural ambiances that painters of the 19th and 20th centuries drew. People who wander the tiny alleys or watch the city from above still find it enjoyable today. Avoid the tourist traps, such as restaurants with servers inviting you in or photos of food outside. Instead, grab a quick lunch at a traditional French cafe. Bateau mouche. A bateau mouche is a traditional 1 or 2 hour Seine cruise. The schedule is typically very dense, with a new cruise departing every 30 minutes. It is a cheap and beautiful way to see Paris from a different perspective. You will pass by medieval bridges, the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, Orsay Museum, and the Notre Dame Cathedral. The sunset will make Paris sparkle with thousands of lights, and the romantic view from the ferry will be one of those that will remain with you forever. Day 5 and 6. Brussels. Another 90 minutes on the high-speed train will bring you to Brussels. Brussels is the Belgian and European Union's capital. It is a surprisingly tiny, easygoing, and human-sized city. Although it is not as charming as Bruges or Ghent, it has a lot of historical sites and delicious reasons to come by. Are you wondering what you should not miss out on here? Grand Place. The city's central plaza, known as Grand Place, is one of Europe's best squares and the city's biggest tourist attraction, located right in the center of Brussels' Old Town. The charming guild homes, superb gables, pilasters, balustrades, carved brickwork, and rich gold adornment contribute significantly to the square's attractive character. The regularity of the Baroque style, with certain Flemish influences, distinguishes Grand Place. Most structures were built between 1696 and 1700, contributing to their design's coherence. Saint-Michel Cathedral. This Gothic church, dedicated to Saint Michael and Saint Gudula, was built in 1225, but was not finished until the 15th century. The front is spectacular, rising dramatically over a vast flight of stairs and capped by 2 majestic twin 69-meter-high towers. The interior, 108 meters long by 50 meters, features some exceptional stained glass windows designed by Bernard van Orly. Chocolate and beer. Not only is Brussels the Belgian and European capital, it is also one of Europe's most prominent foodies destinations, the capital of chocolate and craft beer. Since the invention of the praline by Brussels chocolatier Jean Neuhaus 100 years ago, the city has been at the forefront of the chocolate industry. There is approximately 1 chocolatier for every 2,000 people. The average Belgian consumes over 15 pounds of chocolate each year, one of the highest rates in the world. On the beer side, many world-famous artisanal brands like La Chouffe, Chimay, and Roquefort come from Brussels. Belgian beers, on a style of their own, are strong due to double or triple fermentation and come in pale, brown, and dark colors. The Gothic vibe and the delicious food will make you leave happy and satisfied. Are you planning a trip to Europe? Let us know in the comments section which are your dream destinations. We love hearing from you. If you loved this tour, check out our suggestions for a memorable Italian itinerary. Did you find this video helpful? Hit that like button if you did. Subscribe for more, and click that bell so you don't miss out on our following videos. Thank you for watching. Take care. Ciao.